Oh, I don't like watching that. G'day and welcome to JoeJoeMoto. Today we're going to be doing a reaction video of a recent stack that I had. Okay, so I want to preface this video with the reason why I'm doing it. And number one is the big lesson of all the gear all the time. You'll hear a lot more about that in a moment. But the second one is I just want to say that you know, I'm not here to blame anyone. I'm riding again now. I'm safe and fit and healthy. So I don't want to see anything in the comments that's negative towards the other person involved in the accident. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll start playing some of the video files here, and I'll have it up on screen for you guys as well, and we'll start to discuss what was going on that day. Okay, so here's the start of the video here. It's Mr. Dan, Mr. Luke's, my brother Mr. Luke's mate here, riding for pretty much the very first time. I think he's ridden a bike before and whatever, but I think this is probably one of the first times he's been riding a dirt bike. So this is him just putting around in the front paddock here, and with me on the sidelines here watching, just you know, seeing how he's going, helping him out, giving him a few little pointers as he just putts around the front paddock. So he's doing a lot of standing up riding. Obviously, you know, watched a few videos on about standing up and doing things the right way, but yeah, just needs to putt around and learn a fair bit before getting into anything too technical. So anyway, yeah, he's just putting around the paddock here, having a bit of fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's why I was pretty adamant that I wasn't going to get a two-stroke. Not just yet.
Mr. Dan saying there that two-stroke was a four-stroke was a lot smoother than he remembers and whatever, and then yeah, Mr. Luke saying there about how yeah, that's why he said he recommended a four-stroke over a two-stroke. He's getting a little bit too confident there, giving it a few revs down the paddock, but you know, yeah, we all want to have some fun, don't we?
That's it, that was Dan's first test ride. I reckon he's done pretty darn good. He's opened it up a bit much, that made me a bit half fluttering, but that was pretty awesome.
Alright, we'll pause it there. So, if I was going to recommend, you know, training and learning for anyone to ride a bike for like the very first time, it would be just stop, start, uphill, you know, so you got a little bit of an incline, you're not going downhill and you're going to lose control of the bike, and just riding the clutch off, on, hitting the brakes, practicing front brakes, rear brakes, doing all that sort of stuff, and then just slowly start to move around and start to do your turning and whatever else. So my biggest thing, I think, and the way I taught my kids to ride was we just focused on starting and stopping lots and lots and lots. Emergency braking, you know, they come along as fast as they feel confident, and then I'll stop, you know, I'll tell them to stop, and then they hit the brakes as hard as they can, and you know, sometimes they'd lose control and the front brake would be put on too hard and all those sorts of things, but I think it's a very important skill to learn. So yeah, good stuff.
What do you reckon, Dan? Wicked, man. Wicked. Yeah, all that sort of stuff takes a bit of, yeah, especially with new boots, yeah. Yeah. Oh, wicked, man. Wicked.
So everyone was pretty pumped at this point. You know, he'd had a first little ride around, was enjoying it. Probably at this point it would have been a good idea to let him ride around a lot. You know, just that front paddock, just ride, you know, spend 20 minutes, then have a break, 20 minutes, have a break, set your own little track around there, whatever you wanted to do, but yeah, that's sort of not what we did. So here's Dan just having another little ride out in the front paddock again.
Yeah, like Joe said, man, maybe just first, second gear, really low. Practicing cracking that throttle on nice and smooth as well.
Really touching.
Yeah. It takes a lot of getting used to that. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be a big one. Just getting that used to that from idle, just cracking it open just to get it moving. That'll be a big plus as well. Off he goes again, guys. Looks like he might do with a bit of air in the rear tyre.
So yeah, you can see there a lot more practice needed on clutch, getting a bike started from a roll. You know, it's an important skill. Okay, so it was about this point that I, had a discussion with Mr. Luke and said, I'll go out for a little ride and I'll lead him around the main enduro track. So I went over to the house and just chucked on some shoes. Now, this is where we talk about all the gear all the time. Should I have fully geared up? Yeah, 100%. What happened in the next little part of the video here would have been really not much of an anything if I had all of my gear on. But a funny thing was, I went over and I said, to my wife, Dan's about to have a little ride on the bike. I want you to dial 911 because if he has a big crash, you can dial the 1 and the ambulance can come out and sort him out. Little did I know what was about to happen. But anyway, chucked on my shoes, chucked on my helmet, and was just going to lead him around the paddock here. So our little enduro track. So let's play on with me entering the scene. So I come out here and as you'll be able to see, I've got not a lot of gear going on Mr. Luke's bike.
Don't egg him on to do anything stupid, please, Joe.
I would not egg him on, that's for sure. All the cobbler's pegs down in the paddock there. I was trying to not to get them all over my shoes. Anyway, again, little did I know that was the least of my problems.
Joe with all the safety gear on as always.
That comment right there from Mr. Luke. Joe with all the safety gear on as always. Yeah, look, I'm known to have a little rip around the enduro track here just in my shoes and helmet. I mean, I'll always wear a helmet, but my boots and my knee guards and all those sorts of things, I really, this has changed, definitely changed after what you're about to see. So let's just roll it on.
Look at this smart man. Dude!
I don't know what's coming up. And that's all the footage there is. That's all the footage. It ends with me going, ah! And that's it. You can see on that freeze frame there, I'm basically sitting on Dan's bike. My foot and leg is between the handlebars and his bike. I don't like watching that. I know what happened and I know all of the damage that it caused, but I'll just do a full screen replay for you guys there.
Joe with all the safety gear on as always. Look at this smart man. Dude!
Oh, I don't like watching that. Just to tell you, you could see what had happened there. Dan was sort of balancing, standing up, and I had stopped. He'd come along beside me to have a bit of a chat and whatever, but then as I said, yeah, okay, I think we're good to go, he's, dropped the clutch, whiskey throttled. He's an absolutely new rider, so there's absolutely no blame to anyone. No one's at fault. It's just an accident. It's an absolute accident, pure accident that happened. So anyway, at this point, I got up, or they got the bike off my leg there between where I was standing, and as I stood up, I went, oh, something's not right there. Something didn't feel good. I've cracked my elbow somewhere. I can't remember what it hit. I don't know if you guys can see it in the video there if you want to roll it back, but all I could feel was my elbow. I'm like, geez man, I've scratched up. I think I got a cut on my elbow as I'm standing up. And as Mr. Luke's come down the ramp and sort of helped me up and off the bikes, he said, yeah, that's the least of your problems, mate. Check out your leg. And yeah. I don't know how many pictures I can show you because of YouTube. I don't want to get this video demonetized, but it was pretty bad. I had a really deep cut across my shin, and my foot was all tore up as well. It wasn't until a little bit later we were getting my shoe off that I realized how bad my foot was. So yeah, we just, you know, hobbled me over to the veranda at the house and got it all sort of checked out and iced down and whatever, and we made the call to head down to the hospital. In the hospital for a couple of hours, got 4 stitches across my shin, and then got x-rays and whatever for my foot. They said that there was nothing broken, but I don't know, who knows. That you know, I've had errors with that hospital before with what happened with my knee. They said I was all fine to go, and then you guys know the whole saga with my knee. But anyway, the foot's still recovering basically. It's a couple of months later now, and I still get weird tingly feelings and whatever. So let's check out what the leg and the foot looks like now, because it's looking really good and I'm happy with it. Okay, so there's a scar from the shin, just busted me across there. It was very swollen for a couple of weeks really, and like I said, I got 4 stitches across there, and there's the scarring on the foot there. It went right across the ankle. My foot swelled up like nothing else and got all bruised and really gross and whatever. Not that my feet are anywhere near attractive at any point, but yeah, they were pretty disgusting to look at for a week or 2. Alright, so like I said at the start of the video, the 2 main things that I want for you guys to get out of the video is no one's to blame. I'm not blaming anyone. I just wanted to do a bit of a reaction video, show you guys what had happened, because you know, for the sake of storyline, some videos coming up do mention it a fair bit, and I didn't want it to just be some random thing that had happened that you guys didn't know about. And the second thing is all the gear all the time. If I was wearing my boots and my knee guards, my CTI knee braces go just a little bit above where it got cut there. But you know, if I was just wearing my proper dirt bike boots, that would have been, you know, a little stack and like, oh my gosh, you know, a couple little grazes and whatever else. But it wouldn't have been anything like it was with a busted foot and, you know, hardly being able to walk for a week and all that sort of problem. But yeah, big message there for you guys, all the gear, all the time. So yeah, thanks for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed this little reaction video. It was something very interesting that happened. Look, and as you know, Dan is so apologetic. He's the most awesome guy in the world, and absolutely no hard feeling against him. I'm looking forward to riding with him a bunch. There's videos of coming out actually of riding with him since this time. And he's going really well, really picking up his game, which is great. So yeah, no hard feelings at all. He's an amazing guy. But yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, very different video today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Reacting to my probably my second biggest stack on the bike. Thankfully, I'm all recovered now, all feeling good, no issues at all, and I can ride again, which is great. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, do the notification bell, do all the other social media stuff, and I will see you guys on the next ride. Let's just play the video one more time because it's pretty cool to watch.
Dude!